Hey, what's going on? It's Eric. I want to make a video today on. Let me just straighten this out here. There it goes. Excuse me. On being uh, mentally weak. I don't say mentally weak, but not stupid, not mentally weak like you're stupid, um, but just not mentally prepared for something bad that's going to happen. Because you see a lot of people, they they kind of freak out. Something bad happens and they just freak. They just put on their brakes and they just, their mental brakes, and they just can't handle it. And they, even in a car accident, sometimes you see people like if something happens. Speaking about brakes, something happens, they just freeze. They just can't function. You know what I mean? It's like they don't know what the fuck to do. But you have to be mentally prepared for stuff to happen. So, I mean, what gave me the idea of this was I was watching a video by this woman. She's pretty well known on YouTube, and she made a video. She put makeup on her face to make it look like she just got her ass kicked, and people stole her shit. She went to some fair or something. She said, as part of the story, she came back and all bruised up. She looked like she got freaking pounced, and it looked real too. It was like I was like, holy crap, man! She was like she really got her ass kicked, and I read the comments, and then there's a couple people who were like, oh my god, I can't take looking at you like that. It looks so real, and you look like you got beat up. I can't look at that. I can't even watch the video. It's like, really? It's like you're preparing for the shit hits the fan, and you can't look at a girl that just got her ass beat. It's like, yeah, I mean, nobody wants to see that, but you really can't watch the video. You're gonna shut down. So what if that happened to like a loved one? Your wife or your daughter or something. It's like I said, nobody wants to see any of their loved ones get hurt, or even a stranger for that matter. You know what I mean? But when it does happen, you can't just like, oh my god, and shut down like a freaking little girl. You know what I mean? I say, like the other day, my middle daughter, she burned a hand. She showed it to me. She was telling me she burned a hand. I was like, oh really? I'm like, oh, look, did it hurt? What happened? And she's telling me a story. I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. And then she shows me her hand. She's got a freaking like a blister on her hand. And my freaking nuts tightened up. I was like, holy shit. I go, that's, you got a freaking blister there, and but it's like, you don't want to see that, but you got to be prepared to see it because shit happens. What the hell's that? Hold on. Incoming call. Hold up a second. All right, I'm back, and I forgot where I left off already. But oh yeah, my daughter burning her hand, but I was done with that. So I don't know, man. I hate silence, but yeah. So I think that's about it, really. It's like you just have to be ready to see, people get hurt. You got to take care of them. Like when my kids were little, if they got cut and there was blood coming out, my my wife would well, my ex-wife now, but my wife would call me, tell me to take care of it because she couldn't look at the blood and see the blood. It's like, I don't like seeing my kid bleeding either, but I'm not going to freeze and cry and say, oh my God, my kid's bleeding. I'm going to take care of it, put pressure on it, clean it out, and, take care of it. And, it's what you got to do. You just got to get mentally prepared to know that you're going to see bad stuff happen, and it's going to happen to people that you love. And you have to, not just roll up into a little ball like some freaking snowflake. You know what I mean? You gotta be prepared. You gotta be ready, man. And I guess that's it, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really prepare too good for these videos, if you noticed. They're all really short because I have a short attention span, so I kind of assume everyone else does too, so that's why I make them really short. But, I think that's about it. You know what? Let me show you this. Make this a little longer because I know my videos are short, but I'm currently reading Pistolcraft. Pistolcraft by Reed Hendricks. If you don't subscribe to Reed's channel, you should. It's called, I'm not sure if it's Reed Hendricks or Valor Ridge, one of those two. Or just write his name in and I'll hold it up here. ReidHenrichs. It's a good book. This guy's awesome. It's probably my favorite YouTuber next to Pastor Joe at Viking Preparedness. Him and Reed are the number one. I always watch their videos. I think Bear Independent comes in a close second. Sorry, Bear. But yeah, so definitely, watch his videos, get this book. It's awesome, and I think that's about it, man. I'll talk to you later.